the White House tomorrow at noon, where we can do it all together and make a point. Make your point, bring a joint.
Hey, Oliver North. Scot-free.
Jack Bauer.
Scot-free.
Who wants to do medical marijuana patients?
We want full medical marijuana amnesty for everyone prosecuted under Bush, or a guilty Republican politician as a cellmate for every pot prisoner in America.
There's so much that Dana's done beyond marijuana that would piss off the establishment that you can't really tell what they're angry at him for.
Dana Beal has spent his entire life publicly advocating for many causes: anti-nuclear, harm reduction, including clean needle programs.
Are you also against legalizing clean needles for drug addicts? I mean, do you want to spread AIDS?
Addiction cures, including being perhaps the leading voice in the world advocating Ibogaine. Without getting into too much detail, Ibogaine is a plant product from Africa used by certain religions there that has been found to take addicts to their pre-addictive state. Dana can be seen here approaching Nelson Mandela about Ibogaine. Since this, it has become legal in South Africa. Ibogaine has gotten the attention of the mainstream in America, yet remains illegal.
Clinics around the world use it to treat heroin addiction. Imagine no more ODs, no more HIV from dirty needles.
So, let's do it.
I can't. The drug is illegal here.
It can cure heroin addiction in 24 hours, and it's illegal.
Because the patent expired, no drug companies can make a profit off it.
You can tell a society by how it treats its prisoners. You can tell a society by how it treats its addicts, the lowest of the low, below even prisoners. And our society is, whoa, it really sees these people as sinners, you know, of people who are responsible for all their own problems. And maybe to some degree that's true, but at a certain point it becomes an illness. And in some people it's an illness right from the beginning. And to say that it's just a matter of their morality, you know, Dana stood against that kind of thing, you know.
The causes for which he is most widely known revolve around marijuana.
We have 25 million marijuana smokers, with the prisons and the DEA we have chasing a far larger cohort of people. Now, if we shrink that down to just the people who are using hard drugs, your chance of going to jail for dealing hard drugs will go up 10 times.
Dana has also been fighting for many years for the approval of medical marijuana use in the United States. In a 2003 poll conducted by WebMD, 3 out of 4 doctors and 9 out of 10 nurses said they favored decriminalization of marijuana for medical uses. Here is a list of conditions for which marijuana has been found effective in clinical studies. One particular focus for Dana has been the poor who suffer from such disorders. Whereas the wealthier can afford the very expensive strains of marijuana, the poor cannot. He has been active in supplying cheaper marijuana to those patients. Dana is currently sitting in a jail in rural Wisconsin for that work. On January 6, 2011, he and a partner were driving such a load to clinics in Michigan, where they were pulled over by law enforcement. The charge was possession with intent to deliver 186 pounds of marijuana. Dana pleaded guilty and has been awaiting sentencing.
What did he have? Medium quality Mexican pot for people who, like you and me, who can't afford $400 and $500 a quarter ounce pot. I mean, the purpose of that was to provide marijuana for people who need it for illnesses and cannot afford the expensive stuff. Simple as that. And Dana's always been interested in marijuana for the people, is the best way I can say it. And I think that's what's made him a great person and also a target.
His lawyer has managed to get an historically lenient judge to hear the case, but still there is talk that Dana will get a stiff sentence.
Remember Iran-Contra? Remember that the government was involved in moving and storing large amounts of cocaine in order to help its dictatorial allies in Central America, and think of that hypocrisy next time you hear about somebody smoking a joint.
This isn't a criminal we're talking about. This is a healer. We will be in the courtroom for the sentencing on September 20th, so stay tuned by subscribing to Video Activist Network.